Hello everybody, and welcome to me not doing another mainline series here on my channel. But I mean, I saw this, and I said to myself, I can't not play something based on my favorite Resident Evil game. I mean, come on. Resident Evil 4 is my favorite one. Maybe I'll play through that. Otome edition. You play as Ashley, apparently. Let's play games, why don't we? Oh. Oh, my cursor isn't annoying. Let's hide it. 2004, ... Do I have to click? Oh, I do. I'll never forget it. It was the year when a stunningly handsome man rescued me from a weird cold. Me IRL, am I right, guys? Soon after I was kidnapped, the news was out to my father, then President of the United States, that it was the doing of the mysterious organization, Los Illuminados. It's just a visual novel, it's gonna be me talking. The cult's influence spread first to a rural village in Spain, and it hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow, crippling its very foundation. Taking an enormous chance, my father ordered a lone secret agent to infiltrate the cult's headquarters and rescue me. His intent, I assume, was to keep the whole affair from going public. Maybe I'm reading too slow, I don't know. The mission was ultimately successful, but I can't say I walked away unscathed. Oh yeah. I've learned since then that there is a price to pay for everything in this world. The price of my life? Question mark? Nothing less than love. What the fuck? Holding out for a hero. Oh god, I'm gonna enjoy this a lot, aren't I? 12 years earlier. 12 years earlier? Wait a minute. Phew, exams are done. Thank goodness. God, I can't believe I'm gonna make a C in government. I can just hear Daddy griping about it. Think of the headlines. Ashley, president's daughter can barely pass college government course. Administration's credibility in doubt. Okay. It's not that it was hard, just supremely dull. Politics is already tedious, and it didn't help that Professor Hollycock was so old and monotone. God, old people, am I right? Come on. Where are all the young, hot teachers? That's what I'm asking. That's what my generation needs. Maybe I can make that my pet political project. The Sexy Teacher Initiative? I mean, I agree. Well, I guess I'll have plenty of time to think of a pitch while I'm driving back to DC. It's so stupid that I still can't fly back. Freaking terrorists ruin everything. Isn't that the truth? I took a deep breath and exhaled slowly. Well, the rubber isn't going to burn itself. Plus, I don't want to run to that snobby bitch Jenna. All she does is gloat about her grades. What a bitch. God, I hate people like that. I started walking to the resident hall parking lot when I spotted a flashy car parked at the curb. More surprisingly was the bulky man holding a sign with my name on it. He also had a knife in his hand, and I didn't think anything suspicious of it. Are you looking for me? I'm your, driver. Yeah, I've come to take you away to where you're going. Can I do a Krauser voice? Been a long time, comrade. Driver? Well, that was sweet of Daddy to send me one. Nice car, too. Is it a Benz? It's a Recaro. Yes, it's a smooth ride. Now come with... You know, I don't think I've ever seen you before. Honestly, you look a little more like a Marine than a driver, especially with the knife and grenades. Yeah, they let him on a college campus. That's weird. Drivers have to be prepared these days. You never know who might try to kidnap you. True. I hate when I get kidnapped. I guess that's true, although you still might want to work on your tact a little more. Chuckling suspiciously at the end of a sentence isn't a good way to instill confidence. True enough. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go, then. I don't know. Maybe I should just take my own car. No offense to you. Hey, I didn't catch your name. It's Klauser. It's Beret Man. Klauser? It's Krauser, isn't it? A German or Austrian, maybe. You do remind me a little of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but with the muscles and the, scowl. Total Recall is one of my favorite movies. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Klauser. Hell yeah, Wolfgang Krauser. That's a good one. I'm partial to Conan the Destroyer myself. Me too. Let's go watch Predator now. Well, I'm ending this Let's Play so I can go watch Predator. Why don't you come with me so we can discuss our mutual interests? Ooh. Pausing all suspiciously. I ought to go with you just to help you with your mannerisms. I have a lot of training in not seeing suspicious, after all. I sounded really proud as I said that. I wasn't sure if it was the kind of thing to be proud of. Surely you're the one who helped me with my problem. Now let's go. He threw the paper aside with an exaggerated motion. What a maverick, littering while right next to a garbage bin. I just don't know about this guy. While losing the board made his hands seem empty and a little grabby, I crossed my arms over my chest. Don't touch me there. It's my no-no square. Maybe we can rain check, Clouser. I would really prefer to drive myself back. I might make some pit stops, and all my CDs are in my car, so I gotta listen to Emperor of the Sand by Mastodon while I go home, okay? God damn it, girl, just... Hey, is that Ashley? Ashley, you're leaving already? Let's compare grades real quick. Memory glitch. Is that meant to be there? Perhaps not. I don't know. I looked to my left, see Jenna running her skank ass towards us as fast as her absurd heels would let her. Christ on a cupcake. It's Jenna. Hurry, get in the car, Clouser. We'll talk about making some pit stops around the road. Go, go. Ah, so it was the bitch's fault that she got kidnapped. Look at that dude over there. Look at all these dudes. Look at this dude. Look at this pair back here. That's just like, hey, is that a man with a knife and a grenades? Grenades? Am I drunk? Yes. I left him in the car without another moment's hesitation, and Clouser jumped into the driver's seat. Finally. Clouser, now's not the time for dubious chuckling. Let's go. Your wish is my command. As I got comfortable in the passenger seat, Clouser threw one of his grenades out the window towards the approaching Jenna. Oh, for a moment I thought it was going to explode on Jenna, and I felt guilty that I wasn't worried about it actually hitting her, but it just seemed like a flash grenade. Ha ha ha, that bitch, take that. Not that I mind seeing Jenna cling to her eyes in fear and confusion, but are you trying to seem shady? I get enough media following me as it is. Just having a little fun. I too throw flashbang grenades at people when I want to have fun. That's how I spent every Saturday in high school. We're not in an action movie, I grumbled, although he certainly has tried to look the part. Maybe it's a dream of his or something. I waved innocently to Jenna as Clouser sped off. Naturally, she continued to scream out in terror. I guess it is a little fun. Now we're driving on the sidewalk. I wonder if I should tell Clouser that the speed limit on campus is only 15 miles per hour. Nah, we'll be fine. I gaze out the window, watching the campus shrink away. I'm glad I'm seeing this. This is an untold story of the Resident Evil worlds, Wouldn't have taken Clouser for the Samba type. I wonder if he's gay, not that there's, any correlation between the two. Just getting a vibe. I can barely hear the music. I'm trying to listen in closely. Still, I wish he'd say something. This awkward silence is killing me. I guess hear Dad now. Ashley, don't expect of others what you're unwilling to do yourself. I know. I need to be more assertive, and it's good to be able to connect with people different from me. Or you could just enjoy the silence. That's what I do. Seriously, what do I say? So how much fun are steroids? God, it's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little, and Clouser's... Oh my god, I need to just say Clouser. That's gonna fuck me up this whole time. Definitely should avoid the steroid question. The music was already pretty low. Don't tell my dad I said Christ on a cupcake, okay? He's really picky about my language. Had to play the part of the dutiful daughter, Yeah, I'll just, take that as my lips are sealed kind of thing. So, how'd you get the scar, if you don't mind me asking? Why so serious? Jeez. Ahem, right, I get it. We all want our mysteries. I bet women love that, though, right? I mean, what girl can resist silent scars and muscles? Right? Am I right? I mean, I can't resist them. I'm gay. I'm gay. Oh, right. Of course. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. It's a perfectly valid lifestyle. Commendable, really. God made me this way. Curse you, God. Yeah, totally. Man, I so called that. Blam. It's probably gonna take a while, huh, this trip? I mean, if we keep going 95 like we are now, I'm thinking maybe 5 hours? No, it won't. It won't? We have the helipad in less than 5 minutes. Wow, so we're gonna fly after all. I knew Dad would pull through. Fifth pump. Heh snort. Yikes. Honestly, I'm okay with him being gay. I shifted uncomfortably, not knowing what else to say. He turned the music back up, and we drove in awkward silence the next few minutes before arriving at the helipad. Oh. Look at that helicopter. Look at those graphics. We stopped at a suspiciously empty and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Hey, Krauser, I don't think this is an official U.S. military helipad. How astute of you. And it's Krauser. Oh, he was trying to trick her. I see. We've all been bamboozled here. That's way more evil sounding. You tricked me, you dirty bastard. What's going on? No one German could ever be evil. We're kidnapping you, Ashley. I'm surprised you didn't catch on sooner. Very blonde of you. How could you do this to me, Krauser? I thought we trusted each other. I bet you're not even gay. It doesn't matter what I am. What matters is getting you safely to Lord Sadler. I still stammer way too much when I talk. Lord Sadler? My god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped up in this time? Enough talk. Die, comrade! Oh. Can't have you chattering the whole way. With lightning reflexes, he shoved a needle into my arm. Before I had time to scream out, I felt my body collapsing from whatever drug the newly named Krauser had injected. Soviet helicopters picking us up, man. Conscript training finished. Wa-na-na-na-na-na. I awoke, disoriented. I weakly tried to move my arms, but they were restrained by something. Is that music I hear? Why does it seem so jaunty? I can just barely hear it. Anytime I go quiet, I'm trying to hear it. Save your energy, Ashley. You're my bitch now. How uncouth of you, Mr. Sadler. I struggled to open my eyes and then wished I hadn't bothered. Is this the Lord Saddleman that Krauser mentioned? And did he come from a gothic Ren fair or what? Just a moment, you'll have a parasite shoved deep into your body in a vaguely phallic way. Wop out.
Wop out.
Seriously? Who says stuff like that and then guffaws? He's like some cartoon villain making a cameo on Cinemax. Don't try to struggle. It will only increase my pleasure. This is getting into uncomfortable territory. I'm not sure I'm okay with this anymore. Soon you'll be impregnated with our power. My god, it's just like Rosemary's Baby, and I hated that movie. Where am I? Spain, if you must know. But don't worry, you won't be here for long. You'll go as quickly and quietly as you came. Screw you. Who knows what the future holds. Now, my minion. Inject her with the Los Plagas. Remember to put the needle in very slowly. Lord Sad. God alive, he's even worse than Saddleman. At least he's moving into my periphery. I felt a prick at the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting in my bloodstream. Something slimy. I would have felt more revolted had I the energy. A perfect penetration, minion. You shall be spared the acid bath tonight. Cerebros, cerebros, cerebros. Don't worry, you'll be eating someone out very soon. I could feel my already tenuous consciousness beginning to fade again. I struggled to stay awake, but it was in vain. I could only take comfort in the departure of those disgusting men's faces and their horrible innuendos, and that damn music. Damn. You got power. You got power on your mind. I don't know the melody to that song. Scene transition. I awoke some time ago to the loud chime of a bell. It seemed somewhat like a church bell, given how close the sound was. I assumed I was in said church. I tried again and again in vain to open the door. I am really regretting not dating that locksmith who was flirting with me in political science, and that's not something I regret a lot. Ugh, my neck. My hand reflexively rubbed the sore spot. I know it's not polite, but seriously, fuck that ugly saddle man. I feel so violated and dirty right now. I dread to think what else they plan to do to me. I don't even have a great sense of how long I've been here. Maybe a couple days? It feels like years of my life have simply vanished. Hopefully that's just spiritual. Overprotective as he is, Dad has surely noticed my disappearance by now, but even if so, how is he supposed to know where I am? I could be long dead before they initiate any sort of investigations. Oh no. I can't. I have to try. Try and stay hopeful. Oh my god. I began fidgeting with my scarf to distract myself. At least I don't have the alt outfit on. Hey, wait a second. I feel something. What the hell is this? Oh my god, is this a miniature tracking device embedded in the fabric? How in the world? Wait, Where did I get this scarf from? Didn't my CIA ex-boyfriend Victor give me this scarf for my birthday last year? Victor, you creep! God, this is why I broke up with you. What a dick. I almost said bitch, I don't even know why. Wait a second, this is a tracking device. That means that someone might know where I am. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I've never been happier to have a stalker ex-boyfriend. Although, seriously, if I get out of this, he's dead. I began inspecting the device. Naturally, it looks like a cheaper model. Typically Victor. Probably jury-rigged one when he bought from a pawn shop. Still, these things usually beep red when they're active. Damn, I don't see anything. Wonder how long it's been busted. Be just my luck that it broke forever ago. Still, this is all I had to hope for. Ugh, so barely better than I had 5 minutes ago. I jumped up upon hearing some movements in the church. Some more of those freaky-looking cultists, probably. Maybe they came to pray for Rogaine. This movement is different, though. It sounds like it's chandelier rocking back and forth. Weird. Some kind of ritual, maybe? Considering my experience so far, that wouldn't really surprise me. Nonetheless, I'm terrified. I also do rituals by swinging on chandeliers and saying things. It was quiet for a minute. Then I heard the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew nearer, closing in on my makeshift position. Makeshift prison. Fuck, I'm drunk. I felt a tinge of fear and anticipation. My throat was dry, palms heavy, knees weak, arms spaghetti. I huddled in the corner of the room, even though it probably wouldn't do anything against the attackers. I should have taken those self-defense classes instead of Construction 101. When am I ever going to find a chance to use a bulldozer anyway? Damn it! Spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Would it do anything? No. Would I feel better throwing it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from door to the plank. Now or never. Play the cutscene. Ashley! Don't come! I screamed. Yeah, I meowed like a Japanese cat as I chucked the plank I had been eyeing at the mystery man who entered. As expected, it did not slow his progress in the least. Hey, take it easy. How dare he tell me to take it easy after what happened with Krauser? Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. Liability, though, very much so. Get away! I persisted and huddled against a barrel in fear. Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the President's orders to rescue you. Dear God, I am so sorry about the time Wait, what? My father? Today, Junior. Felt the surge of release. Hooray, rescues! Hooray, Dad! Hooray, being stalked! Well, not so much that last one. My heartbeat began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescuer in full. That's right, and I have to get you out of here now. Come with me. Oh, God. Ba-dump. What does that mean? As my eyes feasted on the Adonis in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles, and sparkles, and general girlishness. I relished every beautiful manly drop. That boy band haircut is really just driving me wild. Meow. I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness, so I just followed him instead. You know, same thing happens to me when I meet hunky men. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looks like an old walkie-talkie. Hey, he's got the Punisher pistol. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought those lines were notoriously easy to jack. Oh, I know. He's using it because no one would suspect a U.S. agent to use such outdated tech. Genius! It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject. I love a man with a big vocabulary. Swoon! He could extricate me anytime. Oh wait, I guess he already is. Where's the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way. If this ends like I want it to end, well, we're all gonna have a laugh. I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoken to anyone who wasn't gross or Spanish for an indeterminate amount of time. But he seemed busy? Breaking barrels. This crazy man smashing all the barrels. Maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels? No spies, huh? That's for the best. I really didn't want to think I'd been peeped on by perverts this whole time. Still, I could appreciate him being just thorough in his work. I thought he might ask me about my general state of health, at least, but he moved briskly towards the door. Is he the tsundere type? I hope not. I always hate those. I've never heard the word tsundere to describe a guy before. Whoa! The testosterone is palpable. But hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. It takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to exit said door. Women are complicated. We ran down the snaking corridor and approached a ladder. Someone carry me up this thing? That seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Before I could even look over the edge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. What a badass. He looked up at me and my instinct was to pull down my skirt. He may be cute, but a woman must protect her dignity. Plus these lacy panties are kind of revealing. Can't show all my cards too soon. Never go all in this early. Leon continued to face the ladder. What does he want me to do, jump down too? You think he would say something? How about you just walk down the ladder, Ashley? Okay, climb down the ladder. Ashley was annoying in this game. I guess we were in a hurry. Okay, Ashley, you could do this. Surely he'll catch me, right? Oh, I gathered my resolve to put the edge. Nyeh! With my eyes closed, I could only sense my stomach sinking from the fall. In the next instant, I felt his strong arms catch me. Ooh. Maybe this isn't going to be so bad after all. Not wanting to seem like I enjoyed it too much, I jumped briskly from his grasp and fell behind him. How great would it be if there was a platoon of equally hot Secret Service cats just waiting outside the church, ready to escort me out of this nightmare? Well. Before we could even reach the door, a voice chimed in behind us. I'll take the girl. I've heard that voice before. That saddle bastard. I hate that guy. Who are you? You must know, my name is Osman Sadler, the master of this fine religious community. I wish there was music again, because it's really weird to play a game in total silence. It's kind of awkward. Awesome Saddle. What a presumptuous name. Scientologist? This was their plan. What do you want? Damn, this man is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi, you ugly son. It was already bad when I was barely conscious, and HD clarity isn't any improvement. Like, looking at him is making me retroactively an atheist. To demonstrate to the whole world, United States kidnaps on your back. I was so preoccupied with throwing mental daggers at his face, I didn't really pay close attention to what he was saying. Something about giving me their power? Oh yeah, the injection. I should probably say something. Leon, I think they shot something in my neck. What'd you do to her? Look at those eyes. Gift, hell of a party, loving father, bargain, donation. His ugly is like some kind of filter over my hearing. It's all just blah blah blah. Sparkle with a few keywords. Seriously, how does this man even exist in the same time space as Leon? Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler. I don't really know what the conversation is, but yeah, you tell him, Leon. I gave you the same gift. When I was unconscious. ... My god, but he looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no. We'll bond over this, I promise. Special contributions, my puppets, you'll do as I say. I have total control. Revolutionary. What's that about puppets? Never mind, I'm just gonna believe that he uses them to wank off. I'm imagining that now. Stop. Now I am too, thanks. Sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me. Not the best comeback, but with hair like his, who needs a whip? Yeah, the Nick from the Backstreet Boys hairstyle. Suddenly we were blocked from the exit by pale, ugly cultists. Freaking satellites. What a weird game. Not gonna lie, confident smirks of what now, bitch variety are undeniably sexy. Two bads on the face that not even Satan can love. Ooh la la, watch where you're throwing that side-eye, Leon. I might get the wrong idea. I'm getting the wrong idea right now. Leon grabbed me violently around the wrist as the men took aim. In that moment, I understood why romance heroes grab women by the wrist all the damn time. 'Cause it's hot. Oh. Shit, an error word right behind my ear, puncturing the stone wall instead of my brain. Fuck you, crossbow nerd. Did I write this game? I might have. Leon pulled me to the end of the corridor, but all I could see was a glass window. Maybe he didn't know what to do after. Before I could even vocalize my surprise, we crashed through the window. I guess row coats can't afford high-quality glass. As time slowed around us, I had the distinct sense that Krauser wasn't the only one who thought this was an action movie, but I admit it was pretty awesome. It was a pretty awesome way to kickstart a relationship. I cut myself short because I'm an idiot. Stupidly, I tried to land on my feet instead of rolling like Leon did. To be fair, I wasn't really prepared for Die Hard-esque shenanigans. You should always be prepared for that. That's real life. Ever a gentleman, Leon jumped to aid in a flash. You okay? ? Wasn't the most romantic way to inquire, but I could feel sincere concern in his voice. Amazingly, I was okay. Nothing broke from the impact, and only suffered a few scrapes, which didn't seem worth mentioning. Don't worry, I'll spray you with my medical spray. Pfft. Heals all wounds, even getting smashed into the ground by Alcacante. Mine wasn't so content with just relishing the miracle of the fall, though turned grimly to the thought of the parasitic life form now playing house with my insides. I wanted to cry. It's the exact same thing as being pregnant, dun-dun. Leon, what's going to happen to us? Don't worry, we got into this mess. We can get out of it. I appreciate his use of we, as if it weren't simply his job to be here saving me. Sweet and confident in the same package. Could he be any hotter? Focus, Ashley. Between the cultist and the parasite, this is hardly the time to... Oh, he's got a little dirt on his face. So cute. This is quite the experience so far. My heart swelled as Leon took hold of my arm, his grasp both tender and protective. How fitting that I would go to a church to find my personal Jesus. Jesus also bangs blonde women. It's in the Bible. Once we were both up, I held close to Leon's back. Definitely not the worst view a girl could have. What you say? Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There was little in the room aside from some bags and barrels, so I didn't imagine we'd loiter long. But Leon had other plans. Crazy man smashes barrels. Is this some kind of hobby of his? Or maybe barrels killed his parents and now he's sworn to destroy all barrel kind? This is a visual metaphor. Spanish gold does not usually come in little treasure boxes. Oh, I hadn't noticed it before while I was salivating over Leon, but ammo and gold coins seem to be lying at the bottom of barrels. Gotta get those dollary dues, man. Leon grabbed the goods and shoved them into his pockets. I guess that explains his obsessive interest in barrels. But who keeps that stuff in barrels in such sparse quantities? Is it some kind of local rural treasure hunt? Looking for bullets and pocket change down at the local church? Spain is weird. So is all of Europe, man. It's weird countries. And you know what's also weird? They were not being shot full of arrows. I looked back at the shattered window. The satellites had more than enough time to follow us. We're only a few feet down and make for pathetically easy targets, and yet nothing. Well, he got away. Does their cult Bible prohibit them from looking out of windows? Were they having a synergy meeting? Are they just squeamish about broken glass? I shrugged my questions aside, knowing there was probably no answers, and if there were, they were probably not worth knowing. Which makes a good point. I looked back at Leon, who finally seemed satisfied that he had fully raided the church's provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. Prom, prom, prom. Bum, bum, bum. As we ran to the front of the church building, rain whipping ominously around us, we encountered what looked to be an angry mob of villagers. They were just groaning at first, but they ambled slowly towards the church. Then a few of them started to shout. Okay, the music kicking in now. Un forastero, ahí está, no deje que se escape. God, it's much easier having them say it. Oh no, Ashley, you don't want to learn Spanish. That's the language of illegal immigrants. Learn something proud like German. Real great advice now, Dad. I hope they might just be here to fight the man for raising taxes and stealing the chickens. I almost said children. Am I drunk? All the children in this game are dead. But them lunging toward us in a blind shambling rage squashed that idea pretty fast. Leon coolly stood his ground, gun drawn. Wanting to seem useful, I quickly scanned the environment and spotted some barrels sitting on a cart.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon!
Oh, cool. They're reading it for me now. Without a word, Leon shot the barrels. I'm surprised he took my advice so readily. Probably just wanted to kill more barrels. What a gentleman. I mean, yeah, he clearly loves destroying barrels anyway, but I pretend I had something to do with it. Perhaps more surprising, the barrel spontaneously combusted, causing the wagon to roll towards the villagers like some kind of blazing poverty chariot. That's the name of my band. I'm not sure why anyone would just keep explosive barrels in a graveyard, but I suppose I should just count my blessings. Number 1, right there. The villagers crushed and or combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon. We took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and driving rain, I could barely see the path. Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. As a bolt of lightning tore across the sky, I realized that I was looking at a graveyard. That's not ominous at all. Nuh-uh. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place, but it's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you won't have to drag the bodies far. Beware the sacrilege. Having escaped the crazed villagers, we jogged leisurely down a narrow forest path and eventually entered what looked like a shed. There was no way forward. We could only descend the ladder in front of us. I felt apprehensive about what horrors might be waiting, but with Leon climbing down without so much as a disclaimer, I trusted that we would be okay. Guy's armed like a commando. Why wouldn't you be okay? Especially if it's the second run of the game. Got a Chicago typewriter. The ladder took us in a dark cavern, presumably built to connect disparate parts of the village. We moved briskly down the tight path and soon found ourselves in front of a rusty door. And he kicked open. Leon boldly kicked the door open. I like a man who doesn't let a small thing like discretion hold him back. The first thing that caught my eye was the dazzling blue flames that perched atop 2 torches. It struck me as oddly comforting. Maybe that's why I was able to resist the urge to scream upon seeing the second thing. Hey, you leave my boy alone. Who is this guy, I wonder? Another secret agent or just your run-of-the-mill small-town gun nut going through a man cave phase? Man, I want to know more about the RE4 merchant. God, why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? This is not the time, hormones. Why is my eye moving this way? Is the parasite giving me superpowers? Hand's a little dirty. What the fuck's happening? Well organized, though, so that's good. What is happening right now? Conclusion, maybe romanceable. More details required. Why am I so weird? Question I ask myself every day. Leon approached the man casually, so I assume they were working together in some capacity. What is the merchant's deal? I need to know this, Capcom. The more the merrier, I guess. He's not as romantic looking as Leon, but a girl in peril has to keep her options open.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
I love this man. Even though he's just a side character, I love him. Huh. Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the thunder down under. Did I really just think that? Yes. While I questioned my moral credibility, Leon started looking through the man's inventory.
What are you buying? ... Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that all, stranger? ...
I need the red 9.
What are you selling?
The merchant quipped enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocols to avoid conversation where possible.
I'll buy it at a high price.
The merchant man seemed pretty excited about some jewels Leon showed him. Is that a bejeweled beer stein? Where does that exist? And where can I get one? Still, I can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to obtain supplies. Either my rescue is a low-budget affair, or our relationship with Spain is more tenuous than I thought.
Come back any time.
They cut him off. Finished with shopping, Leon resumed jogging down the tunnel. I thought I should wave to the merchant man, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. Come on, Ashley. Oh, he bought the TMP. We ran further into the tunnel and stopped abruptly in front of a shallow puddle. Leon drew his gun and took aim. Wonder what that was for. Testing the water for traps, maybe? Oh, I know. The particularly malnourished cultists can blend in with puddles. I got you figured out, saddle. Whatever the reason, Leon swept right past the flame like a man on a mission. Which he was, of course. But what I really mean is that he hurried over to a box tucked in a nook in the wall. And if by instinct he drew his knife, because that's what a box, if not a barrel disguised as a... Because what is a box, if not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? I need to learn how to read. Aw, he missed. But hey, a little imperfection makes him even more handsome. Success. Well, as much as chopping open a mobile box can be considered success, I won't rain on his parade. Leon hastily retrieved the ammunition lying so conspicuously in the box's remains. Whoever planned this operation was weirdly fastidious, but whatever gets my ass out of here. True. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another ladder leading upward. I can climb up ladders, but I can't climb down them. I huddled close to Leon again as he approached the door of the next room. I gotta remember to invite Leon to some parties, specifically parties that feature both Jenna and the Doors. Hey, he's got the red 9, it's the best pistol in the game, just saying. The room was empty of people, although someone obviously lived here, what with the dining table and wood-burning stove. The oddity of the room was the large typewriter stationed on the dining table. At first I thought maybe the owner had just had a fondness for antiques. Then it occurred to me that maybe the person couldn't afford better tools. This area was painfully rural, after all. The thought saddened me. While I was chewing out a bit of first-world guilt, Leon started typing away. Baffled, I looked over his shoulder. Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations? Would explain the terseness. And the shotgun. As it happens, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned the round and mow, which didn't make any sense to me. Is he using the typewriter to let someone know his progress? Again, I couldn't tell if the orchestrator of this operation was extremely crafty or just plain eccentric. Perhaps the latter, after all. What better way to fight crazy than with better fun than crazy? Crazy Ivan. And yet Leon chops boxes like his life depends on it. Lord help us if the man ever applies his diligence to something truly destructive like extreme couponing. You know? It was one thing when the box was placed in a conspicuous nook, but it feels a little wrong to destroy boxes in people's homes. I mean, what if the box's owner's last memory of their grandpa or something? For what it's worth, they are crazed cultists. We're lucky that the box didn't actually contain Grandpa. Well, wood under the stove now, I guess. I took a deep breath in preparation for what awaited us on the other side of the next door. Nothing. We found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. Oh, darkness! All of a sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed worlds away, and an everly low vibration hung in the air, stirring in me a feeling of dread. I followed as closely behind Leon as I could without being in his way. It didn't take long for the villagers to add their shrieks and bloodlust to our carnival of horror. I crept out from the shadows, weapons in hand. To be fair, those weapons were more like farm tools, but semantics. You would think Not So Awesome Sal would spend a little more time for his mobs to have better murdering equipment. Yeah, man, buy the AK-47 upgrade for your angry mobs. Makes them much more effective. Leon led me into a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. Deciding my fear of heights was suddenly not as compelling as my fear of cultists, I followed suit. Phew, what a climb, but not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a funnel. We should be moderately safe, right? It's not like they can throw stuff this high, right? They can't. I scanned the area below for any cultists with pitching aspirations just then.
Wait here.
Wait here. I froze in place, totally convinced that the cultists were growing wings and my expiration date was as good as past. Instead, or perhaps just as crazily, Leon stoically leapt from our perch like he didn't even believe in gravity or leg fractures. I need to know, legs of literal steel or government implants? You would know about the government implants, wouldn't you, Ashley? Ballistics. I squinted my eyes against the darkness, trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is. Just shooting people in the fucking face. The best plan. The sound of Leon's gun pierced the night, and also that cultist's face, so it's a direct approach then. I don't know if it's wise, but it certainly is manly. Leon rushed past the villager as he wailed in pain, but the darkness made it difficult to see what was going on. What the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? Calm down, Ashley. It's gonna be... Oh, sweet baby Jesus, it's not gonna be okay. I shakily looked up and over the railing, driven by morbid curiosity or just a need to know Leon was safe. I couldn't say. Another villager had approached him, this time holding a torch. You know you're poor when you can't even bring a knife to a gunfight. Leon let a single round fly and the villager suddenly caught on fire. Is this place made export material that spontaneously combusts, or what? Not content to let the fire run its course, Leon placed another bullet in the villager's leg, bringing her to his knees. I feel bad for watching this. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, damn, Leon's so cool. He just kicked that bitch in the face. Leon ran back to the base of the tower and called up to me. Follow me. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't usually like being told what to do, but for Leon, I'll make an exception. Same. I approached the ladder and prepared to climb down, but then it occurred to me, how much longer will I have the luxury of attractive men catching me when I jump? Seems like a waste to just do things normally. Hell yeah, that's fun. Now if only he could extricate me bridal style, but alas. Poor Yorick. I could definitely get used to that, which means I probably shouldn't given my luck so far. We ran behind the tower, down a dirt road. The whole area kinda reminded me of my great-grandmother, who had lived in the rural part of Wisconsin. She just replaced ominous torches with old street lamps and brainwashed cultists with trashy druggies, otherwise pretty much the same. As if on cue, some more villagers stumbled out from the darkness, torches and shovels in hand, shouting phrases in Spanish. Te voy hacer picadillo. Oh god, this is gonna go very poorly. Note to self, look up picadillo when I get back home. Might be a fun new swear word. Writes down. Okay. Leon took steady aim and shot two villagers in the knees. Tried but true, I guess. Amazingly, they were only stunned by the blow. Great-grandma was right. Rural folk are hardy. Oh no, he's hurt. Leon briskly levered his weapon and ran towards the villagers, rather terrified by the whole thing. I just stayed put and watched the exchange from behind my fingers. Super kick party. He's like if Chuck Norris was actually hot. With the peasants properly pummeled, we continued down the path, running down the path. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I didn't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than this death trap. Okay, that was a lie, because there were lots of things that could be worse. Probably like, oh god! Lewd. Censor that. Fucking Lord. Saddle. Oh god. No, bad brain. No one would ever want to ride that saddle. No, why are we focusing on the nips? I can't show this. I'm getting banned from YouTube, though. A collision with Leon's shapely back muscles thrust me back into reality before I could dwell any longer on a much more awesome saddle. I was happy to bump into him, but not so enthused about stopping in the middle of Hell Country. I was just about to ask what the big deal was, but I figured nagging at this juncture wasn't a good way to endear myself. Oh, another cultist with a torch. Poor thing is unarmed and unoriginal. Look at him dodging out of the way. You can make him dance doing that, and it's fun. That worked out about as well as I expected. Getting shot in the face with an old German handgun. In the abstract, I felt sorry for the man. What kind of person was he? What were his dreams? We left the last line of defense guy to his final moments of agony and rushed onward towards the gate, being sure to avoid bear traps along the way. Apparently, if you can't stop people with torches, tetanus is the next best thing. Nothing like stepping in a bear trap in Resident Evil 4, you know? We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. I was trying to give Leon a little more space, so as to avoid bumping into him, although touching his back was like finger porn. I didn't want to crowd him. Before we ventured too far in, Leon stopped abruptly at a waste bin. Yo, bitch, get in this bin. My initial thought was that the mission coordinators had stored more of his supplies in the garbage. It certainly wouldn't have been surprising. Ashley, get in. Wait, what? Seriously wants me to climb into the waste bin? Every fiber of my modernly hygienic body resisted the request, but he hadn't led me astray up to this point, so I hopped in without a question. I held my breath as I closed the lid above me. As I leaned down, I was surprised to realize the bin was completely empty of garbage. Either rural Spain has pretty good sanitation management, or the villagers were too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Well, that didn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. Part of me felt severely frustrated, but Leon was an easy man to forgive. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. Now that I was stationary, a flurry of aches and pains screamed out for my attention. Angered by the pain, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed responsible for my predicament. Stupid Krauser, stupid Saddle, stupid cultist, stupid Jenna, stupid government class, stupid dad for cutting my bodyguard allowance just because of that one time. I took a deep breath and sighed. Focus, Ashley. Think happy thoughts. Oh, Jesus! More nips. This is inappropriate. Lewd! I'm coming. For you, Ashley. Ooh. I shook the emitted glorious image of Leon's sculpted seductive visage from my mind. Just because I'm under way more stress than usual doesn't mean I have the right to sexually objectify him. I mean, I barely know him. Okay, I'm good now. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies, that Leon might actually be in danger, or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I had to peek out for a look, but I knew it would be just my luck some stray cultist would walk by at the moment and see me. Instead, I placed my ear closer to the wall of the bin, being careful not to get too close. I certainly didn't have enough of my shots to be touching the insides of rural cultist dumpsters. I strained my ear, listening intently to the world outside my garbage sanctuary. I couldn't hear much at all, aside from the occasional thunderclap in the distance. That frightened me. I expected to at least hear some scuffles. But before the creeping terror of my savior's demise could ensnare my thoughts, the shrill sound of a gunshot burst into my eardrum. A somewhat more but nonetheless comforting symbol, hope of salvation. Well, for me anyway, hope and salvation. Assured of Leon's survival, I resumed my effortful listening. I heard a few more gunshots and some muffled screaming that gave the impression of someone falling from a fair height. What kind of ass was Leon kicking out there? A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing any more. No sounds took their place as they faded, though. All was quiet on the Spanish front. I listened closely, my heart racing and eyes darting. Was Leon okay? Were the cultists gone? Could I get out of this godforsaken dumpster? Then I heard it, the sharp sound of a whistle. But not some jaunty whistle like one from that song Saddle's Side was playing. It reminded me of how cartoon characters would whistle at a dog. I was nonplussed, to say the least, but I guess it was a friendly signal? Not wanting to think too hard of the idea of being summoned like a mutt rooting around in the trash, I hastily threw open the lid of the bin and tumbled out. Thank God that's over, by the way. Thank God that's over, by the way. Wait a minute, I'm not reading this correctly. Thank God that's over, by the way. If I smell like rotten meat products, that's just too bad for Leon. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area for him. It was difficult to see, but I found him by the light of stray lightning bolts, standing on what seemed like a bridge connected to the farmhouse. In that moment, his gold locks seemed like the beacon of a lighthouse, shining fiercely against the cold black sea. He truly was poetry in motion. Swoon! The only poetry in motion I know is the double team move by the Hardy Boys, thanks. Actually, is he aiming at something? I followed his line of sight to see the tree looming above me. Oh hey, there's something blue and shiny hanging from one of the branches. And gone. Was it a priceless religious artifact, or just another bizarrely planned challenge? The world may never know. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there. I guess he did kill who knows how many people here for my safety, so I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. It's the least you could do, Ashley, considering he does all the murdering. I hurried over to the farmhouse. On my way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. It seemed impossible, but so did a lot of things. Maybe the cultists are just literalists on the whole dust-to-dust concept. As I ran, I became poignantly aware of how insane this all was. People dying. And for what? Was it all just for politics? And who stood to gain? One power-hungry old man? Or was this bigger than Sadler? Bigger than all of us? What if this all goes what if this goes all the way to the Illuminati? Technically it does, if I'm not mistaken. Amidst my struggles to glimpse the machinations of this mad world, it didn't take me long to reach Leon. Since it seemed like we were safe for the moment, I thought to make some quick conversation. There were certainly enough topics on my mind. Uh-oh. Does my smell offend you? Where are the cultist bodies? Dog whistle? Seriously? What do we pick? That's the good question. Does my smell offend you? Where are the cultist bodies, Leon? Before I could open my mouth to speak, Leon turned around and began jogging away. Damn it. I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, a rickety bridge wasn't probably the best place to have a chat. Leon leapt down from the bridge. I could see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just going to presume he kicked that down because he likes catching me so much. It occurred to me that Leon could look up my skirt if he wanted, but he just stood there with the solemnity of a nun. Hopefully that means he's a gentleman and not... No, Ashley, don't even entertain the thought. Yeah. Yep, still fun. Though I do wonder if that's good for Leon's back. He can take it. He's a man. There's another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear traps. I see the creativity well has run pretty dry in these parts. Leon stepped up carefully to the traps and drew his knife. Is he really going to slash it closed? Talk about having a conservative mind. My eyes reflectively clamped shut alongside the trap. Oh, thank God. He still has his beautiful arms. With the path clear, we moved towards the gate. I hoped, deep down in my heart, the next area would be less threatening to my overall health. Bitch, you got to sit in a trash can! You got it easy. It's okay, we're playing Leapfrog now. I know I said I like touching his back, but this seems a little inappropriate. Oh wait, he must not think that we can just go through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it? Oh, that's probably it. Go me! He could have saved us some trouble by just talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believes the strong sonotype is an actual personality. I need to think about whether that's stupidly sexy or just really stupid. For now, I'll just trust there's a reason for all the nonverbal communication. I hurriedly climbed onto his back. He struggled briefly to push me up, but managed to straighten out completely, raising me several inches higher. Muscles. I reached for the top edge of the gate and hoisted myself over as I could. I wish that Leon's muscles had some sort of sharing plan. What does that mean? I can't read, that's what that means. With a great effort, I pulled myself to the top of the gate and swung my legs over. I was tempted to look down at Leon from that height to see his beauty from a bird's eye view, but I didn't want to hesitate, so I jumped down immediately. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. 1, 2, 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, no doubt scuffing my boot and tearing a ligament, but I put the pain aside and looked towards the barred gate. It was difficult to see in the darkness, so I felt around with my hands. There was a large plank covering the door, but I easily pushed it up and to the side.
I opened it, Leon.
I whispered. What was that little grunt at the end? Not wanting to attract the attention of any cultists who might be out for the midnight stroll, or whatever it is weirdos do during storms. Leon opened the door, as cool and as serious as ever. I happily fell behind him as we ran forward. I was surprised at how much I had missed him in that short time. It was only a minute, but it felt like a millennium. As we jogged to the next area, I hoped this nightmarish vacation would conclude a little more quickly. Resident Evil 4. Otome Edition. Oh no, thanks for playing the demo! Pretty crazy experience so far, right? Action, adventure, and abject horror, all pulled together by a little romance. If you enjoyed the demo, please leave some encouraging feedback. If you notice issues or have constructive criticism, please tell us about those too. Yeah, your game crashed on me a bunch of times. Look forward to future updates. I'm not escaping Spain without your help. Is there any more? Or... Ooh, well... well, outside of the game crashing, that was pretty fun. I enjoy visual novels a lot, I just don't get out to play them that often. And, you know, the only visual novels are on, you know, Steam that are those crappy Sakura games. Anyway, that was Otome Edition for Resident Evil 4. I look forward to the full release. I hope you do too sometime, watcher. Anyway, my name is Hades Manticore. Thanks so much for watching if you have been. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.